So you can target like this, and the boomerang will hit both of your targets. So it's nice, it's nice. And there is another way that you can use it in this dungeon. Remember those little eye creatures, I guess, that block treasure chests and block doors? Well, here we see two of them at the same time, so that it would prove to be difficult to, defeat them by just using, the seeds, right? Because for one, there are no seeds here anyway, but yeah, I'm not sure if I'm making much sense to you guys, but my actions pretty much explained it, so here you'll find it really useful. Really useful. Why is it not? Okay, so my bad. So I'm trying to make my way across the room, right? But there are these vines with weird spiked spheres, in the way. But now we have the boomerang, so that's not a problem anymore. Now we can make our way and open this treasure chest to reveal a joy pendant. Okay, it really was a joy pendant. See, I do remember this dungeon pretty well. I was just afraid that I was gonna be wrong and embarrass myself yet again. I'm so embarrassed already by everything that I've failed to do in this episode so far. And we will use the boomerang to destroy the things holding on to this weird Rafflesia type of thing. Is that how you pronounce it? I remember that Rafflesia were in Animal Crossing. That's actually where I first heard about that plant. But yeah, if you actually... You see, I didn't take damage because the game knew that I actually needed to jump down there, so... That's just how Zelda works. Like I said, this game can be very hand-holdy at times, but it is still a great game nonetheless. Now I can use my boomerang to destroy all of these little guys, which makes it so much easier for me and so much less annoying. Nice. And this is getting boring, isn't it? So let's go ahead and move forward. What time is it? Okay, so I'm making some good time, except I just fell into the water, which is not what I was planning to do. Okay. There's that ledge, and let's try to do this correctly once again. And I did not do it correctly again. Such simple things sometimes I fail to do. I don't understand it. There we go. And those arms that extend like that. I'll explain it to you. And I'll show you firsthand what they do after I defeat these Choo-Choo. I forgot. I think it's Choo-Choo in this game. In other games, it's just called Choo, but what stinks about those arms that extend out from the ground is that if they grab you, one, they won't let you go, they won't let you progress through the dungeon, and two, they actually absorb your magic, so that is something to keep an eye out on, especially if it so happens that the dungeon, or you can't find any more magic bottles in the dungeon, but like I said, the game is very hand-holdy, so if you need something, it will provide it for you. Let's see what's in that treasure chest. I think it's just money. Which really, I'm not so enthusiastic about it because I've already reached my max that my wallet can hold, but that's alright. Next, what you want to do is use your boomerang to, once again, drop that Rafflesia-like flower kind of plant thing going on. And we will go ahead and make our way across the river! Oh, that was weird. I don't know why it's still... It was deflected in that angle, although, physics would tell you that it wouldn't be deflected in that direction, but that's okay. And that door over there, don't worry, we'll go ahead and explore that door, or that area of the dungeon later on. We can actually come back to it later, so... Alright, if I could just move through this a little more quickly. Oh! That was a surprise. That was a surprise attack, and there are two of them, too. The Octoroks sure look different in this game. Alright, here are these hands again. I didn't mention, but I showed it to you earlier when I was fighting the Choos, but if it's annoying how you see how the Choo-Choo kind of shrivels up and then it makes it so that you can't actually hit him while he's shriveled up like that, well, you can actually use your boomerang to have him stand upright, and then that will fix your predicament, if it's really that much of a problem, so that you could, to the point where you actually have to call it a predicament. Wow, it is really bright in here. So bright. Maybe it's just my TV settings, actually, I don't know. Okay, so here is the big key. We are nearing nearing the completion of this dungeon, which is great because it hasn't really been too long, but I am pretty tired of this dungeon, probably because I have already died twice. So really, it's not the dungeon that's to blame. It's more of my fault, of course. Of course. You know, don't place the blame on anything or anyone else when clearly it's, you know, you're to blame, ShdwjG. And here I am talking in the third person again. Did that not work? I honestly don't know why that didn't work. Okay, maybe if I change the direction, maybe that would fix it. I really don't think it will though, because knowing my luck. Yep, you see, I think it's this tree trunk. Okay then, so yeah, it really is. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and start here instead, so that it does not need to run into the tree trunk. Ah, you see, thinking ahead, even though this is already my third attempt at trying to open that. There you go. Nice, and what were you looking at, Link? Ah, I see. You were looking at that branch upon which we can grapple on. Well, we will go ahead and do that later. We're actually nearing the conclusion of this episode. It is very sad to say, but now we have the big key. So, yep. Oh no, but now are there these moblins here? How are we going to end the episode if there are moblins here? I'm just gonna go ahead and defeat these guys because they're not so hard. Although they are more tricky to fight because they actually defend themselves. Enemy AI with brains. Wow, that's not something you see every day in a Zelda game, if I do say so myself. But what's interesting, even though I said that these guys have brains, yeah, they can hit each other and then have that kind of clueless look. Oh wow, that was a powerful strike. I wasn't paying attention to my health meter though, so I don't know how much that actually took from me. I think it was like half a heart, so. But I've still got a heart and a half left, so I'm not freaking out too much. And I don't know why I'm not using my boomerang, because I can paralyze them, or stun them with my boomerang, which will allow me to strike them, you know, with my sword, because they won't have the chance to defend themselves. And that guy basically forgot that I was even here. Oh, you see how he was trying to stop himself from running so quickly? Slow down, man. No rush, no rush. What? Okay, that was kind of weird, because I tried to hit him with my boomerang, right? And then it showed the stars that indicate that they're stunned, but for some reason, he was still able to defend himself. Well, that's weird. But they are not a problem anymore. They are gone. So anyway, it looks like this is where I'm going to need to wrap up the episode for today. So thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate that you guys took the time to watch this episode, regardless of, you know, the fact that I died twice. But anyway, if you would like to see more from me, please go ahead and feel free to click the subscribe button. And if you would like to see updates from me, you can go ahead and, I guess the word is follow on Twitter. Yeah, it's follow. Follow me on twitter.com/ShdwjGaming. So I will see you guys in the next episode. So until then, take care. Link, you need to look at the camera, or look forward in our farewell, because it's impolite if you do otherwise.